And we're back. So before we get into the actual stats and before I tell you some key performance indicators that you should be looking at for your ads, I did want to improve our ad a little bit, improve its visibility, make it stand out a little bit more. All right, so that's going to be the last part of this before we dive into the numbers. So I briefly mentioned it to you, these extensions, right? So these things, I'd say from here on down, for this ad, for example, I typed in lose weight. For this ad, these are all extensions. Okay, so these are site link extensions, and these are just regular extensions, call out extensions. And then you have the same thing here. You have your call out extensions, you have your site links. And if there's more space, then the extensions will actually give more information. So the site link extensions, remember, as I showed you with ClickMagick, they contain even more information, right? So I'm just using ClickMagick because I know that they really take up a lot of space. Yeah, so this one doesn't show up here, but like over here, right? If you recall, extensions could look like this, taking up so much space. And so I just want to help you increase the visibility of your ads because that's one of the things we should do. So to do that, select your ads, and we're probably going to do this at the campaign level so you don't have to redo it for every different ad. However, if you are doing different things for different ad groups entirely, maybe you do want to change up your extensions. But in this case, it's all related to diabetes. There's not much change. So we can just select the campaign and click on extensions. And let's add some extensions, all right? So there are a lot of extensions. We're not going to go through them because a lot of them don't relate to us. So for example, call extension, we don't have a phone number. Location extension, we don't have a location. Price extension, you can add prices here. We can do that. Promotion extension, if you do have like a 50% off, you can add that. Review extension, you would have to find a review website. Well, anyway, let's just go through them and see what we can do. So let's just start from top to bottom, okay? Now, the 4 extensions that I always use at any time is going to be action, call out, site link, and structured snippet. The rest of them, sometimes there's a time for it and a place for them. Sometimes I don't use them. So let's just start off with the first one here, action extension, right? So what we're going to do is click on add. And by the way, what we should do before we do this, let's go back into our ads. And what we want to do is copy our URL. Okay, so we're going to copy this. We're going to open a notepad, and you can say final URL for your reference, and then you can say tracking link, and we're going to add our tracking link here. So we're going to go down, and we want to copy this here. So I'm going to click Control-C, come back here and paste it here, and then instead of add ID, we just want to say site link, for example, or in this case, it's an action extension, right? So you need these, okay, because we're going to be using them in our extensions. So we're going to go back into extensions, make sure it is at the campaign level, again, unless you have a reason for why you're doing different extensions for different ad groups. Sometimes it makes sense. In this case, it makes sense to do it this way. So again, let's go from the top, action extension. We're going to click on create ad extension. We're going to click on add new action extension. And in this case, we're taking people to this page, right? No, almost, but not that exact page. So let's go back to our page again. Let's click here. So we're taking people to this page. So get immediate access, maybe get now, buy now, something like that, right? Either one, no matter what you use, is okay. And action extension, by the way, there's going to be a button that's going to show up here. So let's see if we can find it on the other search term, on the weight loss one. Let's go back. Yeah, lose weight. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here. So that action extension, there's going to be like a little button that's going to show up right there, and it's going to say whatever your call to action is. So let's see if we can get like maybe buy now. You know, this is good. This can work. Or maybe learn more or get offer. So that is okay. We can do get offer. And then we have to enter the final URL, which is why we wrote it down right here. I'm going to Control-C to copy. I'm going to Control-V to paste. We're going to click into action extension URL options, and we're going to paste this here. So I'm going to Control-C and Control-V. And I'm going to click Save, okay? And we're going to click on Save here. And that is it for the action extension. So it might go under review. It says eligible now. And once it gets approved, we're going to see a button next to our ad that's going to say get offer. All right. So that's the action extension. App extension, we can skip for now. We don't have app. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much detail. We don't need this as affiliates. We're not generally promoting apps. Call extension, generally, unless you're running pay-per-call campaigns, you're not going to do this option. For the majority of the offers, we're going to be running basic ads. If you are running call campaigns, just click on add extension and just add a phone number. That's really basically it. But we're not going to do it here. So call out extension, this is the next one I use. All right. And this one, we are going to write some words to describe what we're doing. So these here are call out extensions right here. See how it says burn fat for energy, natural, safe, and effective, 30-day ketosis diet. Okay. So these, the main thing is here that it just takes up more space, right? That's the main idea. So let's see what we can add. Let's click create new extension. We're going to say add new, and we can just add stuff. So some of the default ones that I like to add, close out of that, is, for example, online exclusive offer. I like to add that. It's my default. I'm going to say, for example, watch free video. Again, it doesn't have to be super perfect. You don't have to spend like too much time here. Main thing is that it takes up space. That's what we're after. Let's see what else. So limited time discount, right? So we could say $40 off, or we could just say limited time discount. Oh, there's also any ClickBank product. They have a 60-day money back guarantee, by the way. So you can do that too. I don't think it says it here, does it? Okay, so this one, they give you 365 days. So that's pretty cool. So we can say 365, or let's just say 100% money back guarantee, because I know this fits for a fact. But you could also say, you know, 365-day money back guarantee too. So we're going to click that. And that is okay. 4 is okay. 20 is max. 20 will not show up at one time. You're going to see maybe 6 at one time in Microsoft Ads, but 4 is enough. Like this is 4, right? So I actually think 4 is the max. So we can just go ahead and click save. I haven't seen more than 4. So I don't know if maybe there wasn't enough space, but I've never seen more than 4. So that's that. Image extension, you can add image. It doesn't really apply for these. I think image shows up like somewhere on the side. I don't use these image extensions, so I can't really tell what it's going to look like, but I've never really seen image extensions for ads that I've seen, like, because obviously I do a lot of testing, you know, I take a look at others' ads, and I've never seen that. So I don't think that applies for us. Oops. Yeah, so that was for like a hoodie I did. So location extension, we don't do that. We're affiliates, our locations everywhere. Price extension, this could be pretty good. So you do need at least 3 prices for this to work. So let's see if this product, if they have different options. I do not believe so. I believe these guys only have 1 option. So it's not really going to work because you do need at least 3, I believe. At least 3. We can try. So what you would normally do is click here and you would click add new price extension, and yeah, you have to add it here. So you need at least 3. So you would fill it in. You would say, like, for example, you know, basic plan, description, start with 100 clicks. For example, I'm just making stuff up. You would describe the plan. Qualifier, you would say like how much it costs on average, or no qualifier means that is exactly how much it costs. So you would say, for example, USD, you would say their plan is like $29.99, and you would say per unit, or sorry. Yeah, no, this is not, oh here, yeah, sorry, we selected brands. So you can select, for example, product tiers. Let's see if it shows up here. No. Let's see, maybe if we select product categories. Okay, so yeah, so just say no unit, and it's just gonna say $29.99 per unit. And then you enter the final URL here, you go on to the right, and then over here you enter the tracking template. Okay, so this is the idea. I'm trying to figure out why it doesn't say like per, yeah, so just say no unit, and that's just what it's gonna be, where it's like per thing. So over here I have plans. Let me see what I wrote here. Yeah, so this one is per month because it's per monthly plan. Here, mini snacks, let's look at this. Yeah, so this one I said no unit, yeah. So you would just select no unit if you're promoting like individual things, not per month. And that's basically it, okay? But you do need at least 3 price points. We only have 1 here, it's just 37 bucks. So we can't really use it. So let's go to promotion extension. This is pretty cool. So this allows you to add a little promotion. It might show up somewhere like at the bottom there. It might say, hey, limited time offer, 30% off, whatever, okay? So we can do that. We have, how much? Well, it's a bunch of different prices here. We got 147, then we got 99, and then we got 37. So I don't even know what to say. We could say like $60 off maybe. So we can create an extension, and you would add a promotion. You can leave that, and you could say maybe digital package, or just say, let's not say that, let's say diabetes package. Final URL, again, see, this is why we wrote this stuff down, so we don't have to keep coming back. Can add it here, promotion. Okay, so yeah, so you can add either a percentage discount or a monetary discount. So we can say monetary discount, and it's $60, right? Promotion details, you can say none, or you could say like if there's a promotion code or on orders over a certain amount, but we don't have anything like that. URL options, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna copy our tracking link, we're gonna paste it here, and then instead of that, we're gonna say promo for promo extension, right? So we can track all this, and if we make sales, we'll know that it came from, somebody clicked on that. And that is pretty much it. What is the occasion? You can select an occasion if you want, or you can just leave it at none, and then it's just gonna say, hey, $60 off. So let's click save, see if we missed anything. Yeah, so it's gonna say up to $60 off on diabetes package. And that's what it's gonna show, okay? So there's gonna be a little thing there at the bottom that's gonna show that there's a discount. So next, we're gonna go promotion. We have review. This one's kind of tricky. I've had a lot of disapprovals for reviews for some reason because they really have to go in and like check the review URL. So what you do is if you have a product, you would enter a review. So you would click here, you would enter a text. You can either paraphrase it or you can do an exact quote. And then you would enter the source name and then you would enter the source URL. And then they're going to cross-reference it, they're going to check it. For some reason, they disapprove a lot, even if it's legitimate. So sometimes if it's disapproved, just contact support and ask them, hey, here's the review site. It's legitimate enough. You know, it's a professional source. Can you please take a look? And they usually approve it after that. So that's how you do reviews here. I'm just going to leave it for now because you know how to do it here. Let's just go to the simple stuff. And site link. Okay, so these are my favorite ones. These are the ones that take up the most amount of space, site link ones. So it can show up a maximum of 6 site links at a time. You can add more than that and it's going to split test. So we're going to click on create extension. We're going to click add new and we're going to fill in the blanks here. So what I like to do is first grab this final URL. We're going to add the final URL and then we're going to come back and change all of our tracking links. Okay, so I'm going to add this here and we can enter some things here. So for example, let's say 100% money back guarantee. And we can say 365 day money back guarantee. We can say no questions asked, okay? So this is one of our site links. We do have to add the site link tracking template here. We will in a second, but let's save it first, get it all out first. Because that way we don't have to copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. We just do it all once, right? Oops. I'm going to paste the URL there. Let's do something else. Do they have a contact? Yes, they have a contact. We can say contact us, and then we can say have any questions. You can use the same URL, contact us anytime, and then you're just going to send them here. So we're just sending people to the same page, but it's fine. It takes up space, right? That's the main thing. The other thing here is we have FAQs on this page, so we can say FAQs, maybe like that. We can say frequently asked questions. Find your answers here. Okay, so we can do that. And these are going to be our extensions. And then what else do they have? Something else. Watch free video. Watch free video now. See if this is for you. Get your supply now, or get your, I mean, what are they selling? They're not selling supply, right? Get your package now. Okay, and then we're going to add the final URL here. We're going to click save. And that is okay for now. Generally, I haven't seen more than 4 at a time. So generally, you will always see 4 at a time. In rare cases where there's like no other ads and there is space, you will see 6. But in generally, I've only seen 4, so we can just go with 4 for now. But you can add more. Again, if you add more than 6, Microsoft Ads is just going to alternate them and is going to test them and play around with them. But 6 at a time is the max, and I haven't even seen 6. So now what we have to do is we have to take this link, and let's change this up, and let's say site link. We're going to copy it. We're going to come back here, and we're going to edit all of these. So we're going to open that. I'm going to paste it here, click save. We're going to open this, paste the link, hit save. Oh, okay, these are with the bottom 2, so we got to do the top 2 now. So see how it's just easier now? We just go in and we just paste it all. Open that, and that should be it. Any day now. Okay, let's test it. I believe we did this one just to test. Yeah, okay, so that looks good. And we're going to click save, and that is it for site link extensions. Again, this might go like under a review. Usually when you make a campaign, they say that it goes under review for 24 hours. However, I usually see results way faster than that. It's usually approved way faster. So that is it for the site link. Now, one more extension. We have structured snippet, another one of my core extensions that I always use. So for this one, you add little types. So over here, I am not seeing anything here. Let me see if I can show you, because I know ClickMagick has like all the extensions. So no, they don't have it here. Start your free trial. Yeah, no, they don't have these extensions. Let me try ClickFunnels one more time. No. Okay, here. So these are these extensions, these structured snippet ones right here. Easy to use, best offers, online marketing stand out right there. Okay, these extensions. And that's what we'll be doing. So we could say that all these different courses, right? So we could say types. That's the one I usually always use, types. And over here we could say, digital package. Again, we're just trying to take up more space. You don't have to be perfect. just trying to take up more space. This one here, look, ClickFunnels, this one just takes up an extra line, right? Makes it stand out a little bit more. So there's that, then FAQs. Yeah, and then you could do maybe one more. Do they have free shipping? I don't know. Okay, so let's say improve your diabetes, or let's just say diabetes solution. Okay, so just that, it's fine. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Main thing is taking up space. Okay, there you go. And that is pretty much it. You have automated extensions, which are automatic extensions. If you don't set any extensions, you click on manage, you just have to give permission, and Microsoft will automatically create extensions if you don't have any. But of course, I suggest creating your own extensions, especially because look, we're using this link, right? So we have to make sure we get credit for the sale because we're using this link. And so that's the process. We've created extensions, we've created the ad, we've done keyword research. We're pretty much good to go. So I think we are ready now to look at the actual data and to start looking at the results, start looking at the clicks. In the next video, let me maybe show you one of the campaigns that I set up just like this, a real campaign. Unfortunately, I don't direct link anymore, and I deleted all my profitable campaigns that I was doing. A lot of them were from Max Bounty actually, but I did want to show you what it looked like, and I removed them to clean up some space. It was stuff I wasn't using. I should have probably kept them. I didn't know. I wasn't planning on making a course. But I will show you another example, and as we build up, I will show you more real-life examples as we go to the next method. But for this one, I don't really direct link anymore, so pardon me if I don't have an example with real stats. But I will show you an example which has some stats, so we can just take a look, see what it looks like. And then after that, we're gonna go in and see, just take a look around and look at some factors. When should you pause a campaign? When should you start a campaign? What are some things you're looking at? Stuff like that before we move on to the next step. All right, I will see you soon.